Okay, we're back, and what we're going to do in this step is make it so that the camera will fade in and fade out at various points to make everything a little bit smoother, look nicer, and especially to handle that level transition and make that look cooler as well. So we'll start with doing a fade in right at the beginning of the game, which is in the other level. So let's just open that up first of all. Here we go, so we're back in the main level now. And in order to make this fade in on the beginning of play, we're going to open the level blueprint and create a on begin play. So let's go to the level blueprint. There it is, and you can see we've got a begin play there, which is what we're interested in. What we need first of all though is it's called a get player camera manager. And this is obviously to do with the player camera. And we're going to do a start camera fade. There it is. So that's going to happen on begin play. And we're going to set some settings up for this. So the from alpha, this is where it's going to start. We're going to set that to 1. That means it's fully opaque. It means it's going to have a black. So we've got a color here is black. That's what it's going to start as. And then we're going to go to alpha is going to be 0. So we're going to go from 1, fully opaque, to 0, fully transparent. And then we're going to choose how long we want that to take. And we're going to do 5, which is 5 seconds. I'm also going to tick the box for should fade audio because I want the audio to fade in as well, just to kind of give that effect of us coming into the game. Okay, this would actually work on its own as it is now, but there is something else that we should do. What will happen is the engine's going to put like a transparent layer on top of everything. It's going to fade it down and we won't be able to see it, but it'll still be there. And it's not particularly efficient. It won't really hurt performance, but it's just a good idea to get rid of it when you don't need it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a delay in, like that, and that delay needs to be 5 seconds. Because what we're going to do is stop the fade. And if we do that before 5 seconds, it's going to stop halfway through the fade, or the fade won't happen at all, which we don't want. So, we're going to drag out of our Get Player Camera Manager again. And we're going to do Stop Camera Fade this time. And this is just going to go at the end here. Like that. And let's just put a couple of reroute nodes in so we can see where that's coming from. Perfect. Okay, and that's it. That is our little bit of logic that will handle this. So we are going to fade from black to nothing, and then after 5 seconds, we're going to get rid of it. That's it. So shall we compile and save and maybe try that out? So I'm just going to dock this over here, and then I'm going to press play. And you can see that that faded from black and the audio got louder. I think you can hear the audio because I've got it being captured by the screen capture. So we'll stop that. Okay, so that's the first part of how we fade. Okay, what I want to do next is have it so that when the player walks out of the door, we've got that bright light. And to disguise the level transition happening, what I want to do is fade the whole screen to be like a bright colour. And then when we get to the outdoor level, we're going to fade that back down and it'll make everything feel a lot smoother. So let's set that up. For this one, we first need to find the level transition blueprint. So let's go back to our blueprints folder. There's the level transition blueprint and we'll open that up. And I'm just going to leave that docked up here. So we can see that we've got on component begin overlap. This is taking us to the next level. Before we get there, so we're just going to move this along, because this is the last thing that happens where it opens that level. We're going to do the camera feed again. So we need Get Player Camera Manager, same as before. And we're going to do a Start Camera Fade. And we're going to put that in here. Okay, so the from alpha is going to be 0 because we're going to start without anything on screen. We're going to go to an alpha of 1. And the duration for this is going to be 2 seconds. And then we're also going to fade the audio and we're going to hold it when finished. Otherwise we'll get a bit of a flicker where we'll be able to see blip again, which we don't want. So we'll do hold when finished. And then the colour's quite important. I'm going to choose a bit of a yellowy orange colour to sort of match the colour that we've got going on outside the room. But then I'm just going to desaturate it quite a lot because we want this to seem really, really bright. Okay, so I think that's everything we need there. Yep, so that's good to go, but there is one more thing that we need to add, because at the moment we're taking 2 seconds to do this fade, but after it starts, this is just going to kick in straight away, isn't it? which means we're not actually going to see the fade. So we're going to need a delay. And that delay needs to be the same duration as the fade. There we go. So that's now going to fade to that light colour as we leave the room. Okay, so let's compile, save, and we'll test that to make sure it's working as we would expect. So I'm going to hit play. I need to go and get my key card, and then I can go, the door will open. You can see there's that bright colour. And now as we walk out, once we hit that box, you can see that's now fading to a bright light, and then we emerge in the other level. Okay, so that's okay. But now what we need to do is have that fade back down in the other level. So let's set that up. Oh, I'm very far away. Let's go back over here. Okay, so what we need to do now is go into the landscape level so that we can make that change. So let's go to levels and landscape. And what we need to do is open the level blueprint. So open level blueprint. And this needs to happen on begin play. But you can see we've already got something happening on begin play. So we're just going to add this to the end to keep things kind of tidy. So let's do get player camera manager. Beautiful. And then we're going to start camera fade. Beautiful. Right, so we're going to plug that in. This time our from alpha is going to be 1 and our to alpha is going to be 0. We're going to take 2 seconds once we get into the level, and we want the colour to match. Now the way we're going to do this, we'll go back into the level transition blueprint. There's the colour, and you can copy and paste either the hex linear or the hex RGB. I'm going to get the hex RGB. So I'm just going to do Control and C for copy. Go into landscape here, click on the colour, and paste there. And when I press enter, that colour will match. Perfect. And then we're going to need a delay of 2 seconds. And then we are going to stop the camera fade. Beautiful. And I didn't do that on the previous one here because we want that to remain, don't we, after the end of it. And then we'll get rid of it on the other side here. So let's just bang in some reroutes so that we don't get lost with all these wires going everywhere. Beautiful. Okay, I think we better test that out then. So let's now go back into the first level. And we'll hit play. So there's that nice fade in from black. I'm going to pick up the key card. We're then going to go outside of the ship, and then we'll fade to that light colour, and then we're back outside. Hooray! So that's it for the fades. Pretty straightforward, but a real nice technique, especially for disguising some of the harsher level transitions, if you have them. Right, so let's move on. Next step is going to bring this chapter to an end, and I'm going to set you a challenge, because that's what I like to do. So I'll see you there. Thanks for watching and supporting the channel. If you'd like to help me create more content like this, please consider becoming a patron on Patreon. The contributions I get through Patreon make a huge difference in keeping this channel going. Remember to like, comment and subscribe to make sure you don't miss my upcoming tutorials. Your support and engagement mean the world to me and help my channel continue to grow. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one.